Today's Toy Spot, we're having a look at the Hasbro Star Wars Rebels Darth Vader. Interestingly enough, down below it says Darth Vader from Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. Not really sure why specifically they have to mention that, because I thought this would be from Star Wars Rebels. But needless to say, it also advertises Star Wars Rebels Watch the Animated Series on the left side of the package. It is recommended for ages 4 and up. Also indicated Disney up at the top corner there as well. We flip around to the back of the package. Darth Vader searches for the rebels, sending out seeker droids to track down these defiant enemies of the Galactic Empire. Once the rebels' base on Hoth is discovered, Vader oversees the battle that destroys Echo Base. Possibly why they've referenced that to Empire Strikes Back. Down below it also says collect the other Star Wars figures. Now there's Stormtrooper, there's Ezra Bridger, the Inquisitor, there's Kanan Jarrus, Agent Kallus, C1, 10P, or Chopper. There's Jango Fett, Clone Trooper, Luke Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Storm Trooper, or Snow Trooper. Now some of these figures I don't think even appear in Star Wars Rebels. Truth be told, I haven't actually watched many episodes of Star Wars Rebels, but the likes of like a Jango Fett, probably not so much. So even though it says Star Wars Rebels, maybe this particular Darth Vader is more so depicted from Empire Strikes Back, and not so much from Star Wars Rebels. Needless to say, it's a really cool looking Darth Vader. Can't wait to get this guy opened up. So I'm going to take a break. I'm going to get this guy opened. And when we come back, we're going to get a better look at the Star Wars Rebels Darth Vader. There's more heading your way, guys. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Vader's lone accessory is the very tried and true inclusion of the red lightsaber. It only comes with one, so if you're looking for one that doesn't have the beam to the actual hilt, this one will only come with the one lightsaber. Lightsaber-wise, it's not bad. You can see that they're trying different ways to incorporate a lightsaber. Before it used to be just a band of plastic. Now they're kind of doing a little bit of sculpt down below. It's been used for different series as well, where they've tried different things. So it's maybe not quite the same lightsaber as you've seen before. It might very well be the same lightsaber, but at least they do try, and they give us different sculpts to the beams, the actual blades. The Darth Vader can hold, of course, his lightsaber. If he didn't, he would be absolutely no use to the Empire. He can hold the lightsaber. It kind of sits a little loose in his hand. Sits obviously a lot better than this hand right here. This hand is more for grasping and punishing those that would defy him. This hand right here. This hand right here is for holding sandwiches. This one here, defying those that defy him. This may not be your favorite Vader. In fact, a lot of people, collectors, may pass on this particular Vader because, like some of the scaled back basic figures that this Vader happens to be, he's very limited when it comes to his articulation. Now, where things such as the robes, which would normally have been sculpted in kind of a softer plastic, this basically has just been sculpted right to his legs. His robe is sculpted right to his legs. So basically, when you move his legs, you're moving his robe as well. He is very basic in design, although, you know what? As basic as he might be, the one thing that kind of is cool about the figure is the face. It looks a little bit different than a regular Vader. I don't know, he looks a little more smushed in the face. Maybe it's just me. It looks like his mouth, his breathing mouth apparatus seems a little more squished against his face versus sticking out further for other figures. So, I don't know. There's a little bit of charm to this particular piece, at least for me. I feel like there's something a little more likable to this guy rather than just the countless thousands of Darth Vaders that we've gotten before. Don't worry, Spot is not losing sight to the fact that he only has the straight swivel in the arms. He has only just the straight swivel in the head, and the standard swivel in the legs. The legs really can't go any further back anyways than a straight standing position, but you can move the legs forward. You are absolutely correct. There are peg holes on the front there. Sadly, though, he doesn't have a display stand. His cape, frequently used. The same sort of material for his cape in other figures is also carried over to this Darth Vader. It's kind of a mesh material too. So it gives you a little more of a translucency that the other capes, I don't know if all the capes, Vader cape-wise, have had this mesh look. I would have preferred something a little bit solid in color and not so much this mesh, but it seems to kind of go well with this figure. Maybe one other reason why I like this figure is, though it is simple, it is a more basic look to the Lord Vader that we know and love. Maybe it's because he reminds me so much of like the old Kenner Darth Vader. And maybe therefore I gravitate a little bit more towards it. The old Kenner figures, oh boy, they didn't have much in the way of articulation. Pretty much what we already discussed is what they had. Swiveled arms and swiveled legs and swiveled head. I guess this would be an ultimate Darth Vader from that line, as if he had the retractable lightsaber blade coming out from his arm. And there would be like a little lever on the side. It may not be everyone's cup of tea, but for a bare basic bones Vader, if you're looking to get one for a kid doesn't necessarily care that he has waist swivel, hinged legs, hinged knees. He doesn't care about that. He just wants a really cool Darth Vader. You know what? I like this Vader. As basic as he might be, there's certainly a likable charm to him. Darth Vader here from Star Wars Rebels. I think I'm going to give him a 6.5. Say what you will, but there is something likable about this guy. Spot also picked this guy up from the folks over at Toots Toys. If you guys would like to add this guy to your collection, you can head over to Toots Toys and pick him up along with a whole list of other Star Wars pieces that they have over there. Today's Toy Spot, we're having a look at the Hasbro Star Wars Rebels Darth Vader. Thanks for watching. As you always do, guys, certainly stay tuned. Spot's going to have more videos, of course, heading your way. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.